The organ is really, really a fantastic asset for us, and it needs to be repaired and upgraded.
The organ at Foundry is one of the well-known organs in Washington, D.C. It's one of the bigger ones, and it's certainly one that's kind of rare because it's made from a Canadian company, which is a French-style organ. So it makes it unique to this area, not to have so many of those in churches around Washington. So you get more sounds, more different variety of sounds in the organ. And it certainly has a really bright, kind of a brassy feel, which is great when you're doing congregational singing because you feel like you're really being supported, and it prompts you to want to sing out louder and stronger. And the acoustics, of course, of the room make it special because of the dome that's in Foundry. And it's a traditional style church with a lot of stone inside, so you have all this reverberation. So it was actually made specifically for this sanctuary and for the sound of this room and for the size of our congregation.
I am a sucker for traditional worship with a fantastic pipe organ. I love it. It's one of the unique Christian instruments. There aren't other traditions necessarily that have pipe organs. It's just one of the beautiful gifts of our Christian tradition. And when I came to Foundry Church, one of the overwhelming experiences that made me think I want to stay here forever was singing together with the Foundry congregation, with the organ playing at the end of the service, with all of those voices raised and the fullness of that extraordinary Casavant organ. It literally felt like we were just being levitated off the ground and lifted up into the second heaven. It's an amazing experience, and really hard to describe in words.
It's just kind of magical when you're singing in the space and then you can hear all of this around you. You hear people singing around you, of course you hear the choir, you hear the organ, but it's something about the magic of all of it. None of them really have the same effect by themselves, so just playing the organ doesn't have the same effect. If it's just the choir, it's nice, but it's not quite the same thing. But when it's the choir and the organ and the congregation and everybody is going, it's something that if you're standing in the room, it just kind of envelops you. So a lot of times, some people don't even, sometimes they'll stop singing and just sort of close their eyes and listen to other people sort of singing for them. And you can still experience it even if you're not putting out the singing. But it's something that you weren't expecting until you're standing there and you're hearing all of this. So that's very hospitable. It feels like a family at that moment.